In 1853, a steamboat captain named Richard King bought a stretch of brush country the old maps called the Wild Horse Desert. He built a ranch on Santa Gertrudis Creek. In 1904, the railroad arrived, and the town of Kingsville was born beside it. By 1925, it had its own college, the school that would become Texas A&M University-Kingsville. Oil came in the 1930s when King Ranch leased drilling rights to Humble Oil. For most of the 20th century, that was Kingsville's story: cattle, cotton, and crude. 100 miles south, along that same coastline, a different story was just beginning. In 2014, a private aerospace company chose a remote stretch of coastline near Boca Chica for a rocket launch site. By 2025, its roughly 500 residents, most of them company employees, had voted 212-6 to incorporate their own city. They called it Starbase. By 2026, that same company's artificial intelligence division was already outgrowing its supercomputing hub in Memphis, Tennessee, and scouting Texas land for a new data center on the gigawatt scale. Enough power to run a small city dedicated entirely to training machines. The first reports placed it near Austin. It wouldn't stay there. By the 2060s, that same appetite for land, power, and water had moved down the coast toward Kingsville. King Ranch's mineral and water leases, the same kind of leases that once brought oil money into Clayburgh County, were sold again. Not to another rancher, but to a data center subsidiary of the aerospace company itself, drawn north from Starbase by cheap land and a power grid with room to grow. Texas A&M Kingsville followed the money next. By the 2070s, its engineering programs had been restructured around two industries instead of one: rocket-adjacent manufacturing, and the cooling systems, server racks, and grid engineering an AI campus needs to run around the clock. The university that once trained ranch hands and school teachers was now training the people who kept the machines cold and the models learning. By the 2090s, the aquifer beneath Clayburgh County, water that once irrigated King Ranch pastureland, was being split between two demands: launch operations to the south and data center cooling just outside town. Both took priority over the ranch it started with. By 2126, Kingsville hasn't been renamed. The old ranch gate still stands. But the water is metered by launch and compute schedules. The rail moves server hardware before it moves cattle. And the young people who stay because the AI campus and the aerospace corridor pay better than anything else left in town. Locals still call it Kingsville. On the company's own infrastructure maps, it's simply listed as a northern support node. One more town between the ranch that built South Texas and the rockets and machines now steering what's left of it. The ranch made the town. It may take a rocket and a machine that never sleeps to decide what the town becomes next.